Hi friends, welcome to Gallant IAS. Today let's solve a few questions from Indian polity to boost your prelims preparation. And the first question for today is the settlement of a boundary dispute without cession of any territory between India and another country can be performed through the amendment of constitution only, the executive action, an ordinary bill passed under Article 3, an amendment bill passed under Article 368 with special majority. See, we might have learned that under Article 3 of the Constitution, Parliament can alter the boundaries of any state without even the consent of that concerned state. Okay, but that Article 3 powers of Parliament does not allow the Parliament to give some portion of our country to another country. So to give some territory or some of our territory to a foreign country, for that purpose, constitutional amendment is a must. See, for that we have enacted 100th Constitutional Amendment Act. There is a land boundary agreement between India and Bangladesh, and based on that Amendment Act, we have given some part of our country to the Bangladesh. Okay, for that amendment is required. But here, for a boundary dispute or settlement of a boundary dispute, amendment is not mandatory. Okay, for Supreme Court said that for settling a boundary dispute between our India and another country, executive action alone is enough. But see, to give some portion of our country to another country, constitutional amendment is mandatory. Okay. Also, if it is to alter the boundaries of state, then under Article 3, Parliament can do it by a simple majority. But for boundary disputes between another country, executive action alone is enough. This was a verdict given by the Supreme Court of India. So, answer to this question is option B, that is executive action. Okay. Second question, consider the following statements. The appointment of pro tem speaker is mentioned in the Constitution of India. The Chief Justice administers the oath of office for the pro tem speaker. So, regarding the first statement, so the pro tem speaker is not mentioned in the Constitution of India, but it is followed as a convention only. See, after a general election is happened, okay, just before the first meeting, the already having speaker resigns. And to conduct a meeting, we need someone to hold that chair. And for that purpose, usually the person appoints the senior-most member, the senior-most elected member as the pro tem speaker, and the president himself administers oath to the pro tem speaker. In case of state legislative assembly, the governor administers the oath of office to the pro tem speaker, and is not done by the chief justice. So 2 is also wrong, and the appointment of pro tem speaker, that is not in the constitution, but it is followed as a convention. So here both the statements are wrong here, so answer becomes option D. So when you go through various offices, you please note down who appoints whom, who administers oath to whom, who resigns to whom, and how an office can be removed. These things you must take care. Okay, because based on this, questions can be tricked, can be interchanged. Fine. So here the answer is option D, that is neither 1 nor 2. And the third question for today is, with reference to Legislative Council, consider the following statements. And which of the statements given by user are correct? Under Article 171 of the Constitution, the Legislative Council of a state shall not have more than 1/3 of the total strength of State Assembly, and minimum strength shall be fixed at 40. That's a correct statement. Say example, if a state has 150 Legislative Assembly seats, and if that state need a Legislative Council, the maximum strength shall not exceed 1/3 of 150. That is, maximum seat shall be 50. Constitution also says that, but the minimum strength shall be 40. So minimum there shall be 40 and maximum should not exceed this number. Okay, that's the provision mentioned under the Constitution. So that's a correct statement. But the final number, whether it is 41 or 42 or 43 or 48 or 49 or 50 or 40, that final number will be determined by the Parliament. Okay, the maximum and minimum limited permit under the Constitution is set in the Constitution, but the final number will be done by the Parliament. Okay. Here 1 is a correct statement. Regarding 2, in India there are 6 states having legislative council. They are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Maharashtra and Karnataka. See, currently Jammu and Kashmir has no legislative council. It is abolished. The 6 states are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Bihar. These are the 6 states having legislative council currently. Earlier Jammu and Kashmir also had council, but after the abrogation of the statehood of Jammu and Kashmir, legislative council also gets abolished. Fine. So 2 is a wrong statement. Through Article 169, the Parliament can abolish a legislative council or create it by a simple majority. Sorry, by a special majority. Actually, the Parliament can do it by a special majority. Sorry, Parliament can do it by a simple majority. The correct procedure is, if a state needs to create or to abolish a legislative council, first what happens means, the concerned legislative assembly passes a resolution by a state pass a resolution by a special majority. That is, we need a legislative council or we need to abolish our existing council. On based on that, a resolution is passed by the state assembly by a special majority and sent to the center, and then Parliament by a simple majority creates or abolishes a legislative council. So state need to do it by a special majority, but Parliament can do it by a simple majority alone. So here 3 says that Parliament can abolish or create a council by a special majority. No, Parliament can do it by a simple majority itself. So 2 is wrong here, 3 is also wrong here. Our answer becomes option A, that is 1 only. Thank you.